Eat, Sleep, Boxing, Repeat, and joined by Nick Ball ahead of his big fight next weekend on the Fury Whyte undercard against Isaac Lowe. Nick, how are you? How's training going?
I'm all good, thanks. And good, well ahead of schedule, just ready to fight now. Can't wait.
Has it been a long camp? Obviously, the fight only got announced last week or the week before, so it's been relatively short in terms of the fight announcement and the date. But have you known about this for longer than that? Have you been training away?
Yeah, I'd train all year round me, so don't really like, when they say camping. Obviously, we're always in the gym, but I knew about it. I knew about it for a while, but just couldn't announce it till 3 weeks out or something like that. But yeah, I'm all ready and that, so I've had well enough time to prepare for this. So yeah, all good.
I've seen on your Instagram you are a bit of a gym rat, so I suppose that'll stand you in good stead then.
Yeah, definitely. That's our job, innit? Professional boxers. If you're not ready when the phone rings, then that's on you. But that's our job, to stay ready and in the gym. So that's what I've been doing.
You're up against Isaac Lowe. Is he someone that's been on your radar for a while?
Not really, I don't really pay attention to the. Obviously, I know a few lads in my weight and that, but I don't really pay attention to them. I just focus on myself, and whoever they put in front of me, that's who I'll be facing. They're just in my way. So, yeah.
Obviously, I think it's fair to say that you've been crying out for a big fight, and now you have one. It's probably a big step up compared to the opponents you have been facing. Do you feel like you're ready for this step up and it's happening at the right time for you?
Yeah, I think it's perfect, to be honest. I've been ready for the step up for ages. Just other people don't know it, but I know in myself, and I believe in myself. I'm ready for it, so that's all that matters. I just can't wait to show everyone what I'm about, really, on the big stage, like the biggest stage possible, really, and the biggest show that there is out there. So thanks for Frank for getting me on. Yeah.
Obviously, Isaac Lowe, your opponent's coming off the back of his first defeat. He's had a few draws in his career, but he got stopped in the 7th round by Luis Alberto Lopez last time. So obviously, looking at it from his perspective, he'll be wanting to come in, make amends for that defeat, get back to winning ways. Do you think that will act as a wake-up call to him, or does this not matter to you at all? It's just a matter of what you do in the ring.
What do you mean by that? Do you mean like it's a wake-up call for him, so he's going to be up for it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to be up for it either way, isn't he? He's a fighter, and if you're not up for it, then again, that's on you. But yeah, I think he will be up for it a bit more. He's just been beat. He doesn't want to get beat again. But yeah, that's all I can say, really. He's going to be up for it, and I'm up for it. So yeah.
I think it's fair to say you've been fairly inactive through no fault of your own through the past year or two, with really only 2 fights in the past year. Will there be any ring rust there, or is it because you train week in, week out, day in, day out? Does that not matter at all to you?
No, not really. That's just one of them, innit? Like everyone got in the career, they had like a little stand with the pandemic and everything, so everyone had a little bit of time off. There's no excuses there. Like come fight night, I won't be rusty at all. I'll be ready to go and sharp as a razor. So.
Lowe's quite a big featherweight. He's 4 or 5 inches taller, I believe. How do you get around that? Does that matter to you at all, or are you used to fighting bigger guys?
Yeah, I'll show you. Make sure you tune in. I'll show you how I get around that.
I'll look forward to it. So obviously, yes, you mentioned there the stage couldn't be any bigger. Really, you're going to almost have 100,000 people there at Wembley Stadium for Fury Whyte, and your chief support, obviously. This is just a massive platform for you to showcase your skills.
Yeah, not have it's 94,000. So yeah. You're not getting no bigger than that. So that's what I feel like I deserve, and what I've been waiting for. That's why I'm boxing in it, for these opportunities. So now that it's come, now it's time to shine now.
How do you think that fighting in front of 94,000 people, I think it's going to be, how do you think that will have effect on you? Obviously you fought more on the small hall circuit for the majority of your career, and now this is a complete contrast. It's like the biggest of stages you can ever imagine. How will you cope with that?
I don't really know until I do it, until I'm walking out, do I? Because I've never, as you said, never experienced that, but I don't really know until it's happening. But you're either made for it or you're not, and I believe I'm made for it. So we're going to soon find out in less than 2 weeks now. So yeah.
you touched on there. That was going to be my next question. Do you feel like you're made for the big occasion and that this big stage on pay-per-view as well? Do you think that'll bring out the best in you?
Yeah, I do, to be honest. I feel like with pressure, I perform well better under pressure. And if you want to call that pressure with the 90,000 and stuff like that, I feel like it'll bring the best out of me because I won't be folding under no pressure. So yeah, I feel like it will bring the best out of me, definitely.
I believe you're fighting for the WBC silver featherweight title. Does this belt mean anything at all to you, or is it just kind of a bonus?
Yeah, it's the opportunity is massive in it, and then the belt's obviously a bonus. But the belt actually gets you a world ranking. I think it gets you rank 5 in the world or something like that. So I don't really know too much about the belt, but it's a belt, innit? It's another belt on the way to becoming world champion. Like that's the belt I'm after, the world title. But a belt's a belt, innit? So yeah, it'll be one of many.
Would I be right in saying, would this be, provided you win, would this be your first belt?
Yeah, it'd be my first belt. Yeah.
So provided you do come away victorious, how does the rest of the year look like for you? Or are you not even thinking about that whatsoever? It's just all about April 23rd.
Yeah, I just leave that to me, my manager and promoter. You know, I just focus on the fights and one fight at a time, obviously, and then get through this one and then see what's next. Then obviously it's going to be something good in it because everyone's going to see what I'm about on this stage. So yeah, just focus on the fighting and let the manager and the promoter focus on what's next.
So what does a win do here for your career?
What'd you say, sorry?
What does a win here do for your career?
I don't really know. A win on this stage, you mean? Or do
you on this stage, you know, against a very credible, quite a big name.
Oh, yeah. Well, it does a lot, really, because on paper, I feel like I'm an underdog. So he's got his, he's been on these big shows and he's got like sort of a name and stuff like that. I've got us following. So when I beat him, it's only going to make me look even better, to get me, what everyone else has been not seeing. But obviously, people around me and people in the boxing gym know what I'm about, and I'm just going to show that to the world now. So it's going to do loads of things for my career, I believe. Yeah.
So looking at your opponent, what are his strengths and how do you exploit his weaknesses? Obviously, you're not going to give your game plan away. That would be silly. But
yeah.
How do you exploit those weaknesses of his and come over his strengths as well?
To be honest with you, I haven't seen much of him. You know, I watched that last fight of his with the Mexican, and yeah, he's good, isn't he? But I'm not focusing on what he does good or what he does bad. I'm just focusing on me and being the best I can be, and I know I can beat him, so that's all that matters.
Do you think you can stop him?
Yeah.
Simple. I like that. Is that something that you're going in search of? You know, is that something like you'll be going in search of the knockout, or is it just a matter of stick to the game plan and if it comes, it comes?
Yeah, if it comes, it comes, but you don't go crazy looking for it. Like, I've got 12 rounds, my first 12 rounds or so. But I'm going to approach the fight how I approach it, and you'll have to wait and see what that's like. But yeah. If it comes, it comes. I'm not going to go crazy but
it's obviously Monday now. We're filming this on the Monday, the week before fight week. So how does this last week before fight week look like for you? And then how does fight week pan out? You know, is it toning down the training and stuff now and more focusing on the weight? How does it all plan out for you?
Yeah, got a couple of more spars, and then this is the last hard week of training now. So a couple of more spars, and then once fight week comes, just chilling out then and letting all the energy build back up and staying sharp and making the weight, and then you're ready to go then, aren't you, fight night?
And finally, what can everyone expect from Nick Ball on fight night at Wembley Stadium?
All action.
Simple and effective. Thanks very much, Nick. I really appreciate your time.
Yeah, nice one, mate. Thank you.